everyone, and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you are new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome to Ozempic Friday, where I show you how to take Ozempic, tell you about side effects and my progress. And you let me know if you have any questions, general questions, of course, that I can answer. And if you are on Ozempic, monjaro, wegovy, semiglutide, any of that for weight loss specifically, and you're having a trouble, or for diabetes, and you're having trouble with progressing to the next level, or you're having severe side effects, please get in touch with your doctor. That's the best way. He will give you all, or she will give you all the information you need to know. Okay. Okay, we got it. We got that out. Okay, so first I'm going to show you, Ozempic comes in a package like this. This is 1 milligram. I am on 2 milligrams, well 3 milligrams now. And I did the 2 milligram one earlier, and guess what? My video did not save. So we're going to do this again, and I'm going to use 1 milligram this time. When you get your Ozempic, it comes with everything you need. There'll be a pamphlet inside. I throw mine away because I'm not going to read something when I've been on it for, I don't know if there's 39 or 40 weeks. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's 39 weeks. But you will see your pen, your Ozempic pen, your injection. And then this has some little needles in it so that you can fix it and do it. You understand what I'm trying to say, I hope. So with that being said, you have to put Ozempic or any of those other drugs in the refrigerator and take it out 15 to 20 minutes prior to use. It needs to defrost and thin out a little bit. If it's cloudy, please do not use it. It will be too thick. You might get too much in at one time. It might make you a little bit sicker. Or it's just not the right way to do it. So please don't do that. Make sure you always refrigerate your medicine from the time you get it to the time you're going to use it. Give it some chance to defrost, which is like 15 to 20 minutes. A half an hour is fine. An hour is fine. But try not to leave it out longer than that as well. It comes with everything you need in here except for the alcohol pads. You can use regular alcohol. And put it on your injection site, or you can with a cotton swab, not like alcohol. We're not talking tequila. We're talking about a regular alcohol swab with alcohol on it, or you can use alcohol pads. You can get these anywhere, and they are very affordable. So the first thing you're going to do is decide where you're going to give yourself the injection. You can do the back of your arm over here, both arms, the fatty part of your stomach, which is the one I did this morning, so I can't use that spot, or your thighs. I have never done my thighs. I feel like, I don't know, it just freaks me out a little bit. And you think the stomach would freak me out. It doesn't. So you're going to take your pen, and it's going to have a window right there, which is going to tell you right now it's on 0. It's going to stop at 1. You're going to take out your needles. I have one left. This is my last dose of the 1 milligram that I have. And I'm going to do it in this arm this week. A piece of hair right there. I'll do it over here. This is the fatty part of your arm. So I'm going to take off the paper off the needle. Be very careful. It's a small needle, but if you get poked with it, it will startle you. It's not going to hurt, but it will startle you, and you don't want to get poked with a needle, whether it's clean or whatever. So you're going to screw that on top. You're going to leave that on until after you clean off your site. So I'm going to clean off my site. Take the alcohol swab, and I'm going to go right in here somewhere. Clean off the whole area because you don't know exactly where the injection is going. Please excuse the bingo wings that I have going on. You're going to put this on the dose that you need. It will stop automatically at 1 because this is just a 1 milligram dose. If you have, oh, that's 2 milligrams? That's 2 milligrams. Okay, sorry, I'm lying. I'm doing another 2 milligram dose. If you have the 0.25 and 0.5, you'll have to stop where it says that number if you're just starting out. So you take off the top, You're going to take this one off that's covering the needle. You can see the needle. I think you see it better that way. So you can see it's a small needle. It does not go into your muscle. It's not like getting a flu shot. So you don't have to worry about that. And you're going to take this, put it in your arm, press. You will hear the clicking. When the clicking stops, you're going to remove your hand from the needle, and you're going to wait about 6 to 10 seconds to make sure everything goes in there and take it out. You're going to put the caps both back on. This was my last dose, so therefore I'm going to leave it like that and dispose of the needle the way your doctor tells you to. You can't do it with the cap on. But that's what you're going to do, and that's as easy as it is to take Ozempic. And then we're going to take another alcohol pad, and we're going to clean off the injection area, which I think was right about there somewhere. We don't know exactly. Okay. And you're not going to sit around and you're not going to worry about the side effects. You're not going to sit there and worry about, oh my God, what am I supposed to feel? When am I going to start feeling it? How do I know it's working? You're going to know it's working with the 0.25 dose when you realize you're not as hungry as you were. Now, some people say they can't even eat a grape from taking this. I have no problem eating grapes. I have no problem eating a sandwich that's like this big. I'll usually eat, like if I get a tuna sandwich from a deli or something, I'll usually eat half the sandwich and give my mom the other half. And that's the way I've been able to control my weight. But some people will say like a spoonful of yogurt is too much for them. You still need to get nutrition into your body, so always make sure you're getting your proteins in. That's really, really important. If you're using these drugs to lower your A1C, they all will help with that, and your CV, which is your cardiovascular health also, because if you're losing weight, you're not having all that pressure on your heart, and it will help with that as well. That's all of those drugs. Now, semiglutide and mostly Wegovy are more for weight loss specific, where Monjaro and Ozempic are for type 2 diabetics who also need to lose weight. I want to tell you that not everybody will lose weight doing this. Some people will lose a significant amount. You see it in Hollywood, but they're like this big to begin with, so 5 pounds to them is you know, a ridiculous amount of weight. I've lost over 60 pounds right about now. And I don't know if that is where I will stay or if I will go down. I am trying to incorporate exercise into my routine now. And I'm going on short walks because I can't walk for a long period of time. So I'll go for short walks either later in the day or, you know, now that the weather is starting to change, that's going to be a little bit more frequently. But I have to really be mindful still of what I'm eating. And you'll need to do that too if you plan to lose weight on these medications. You can still overeat. You will get sick, but you can still overeat with any of these drugs. So if you're not hungry, don't eat. Your body will let you know when you are hungry. Now, I have learned a lot about serving sizes, portions, high fructose corn syrup, I believe it is, from watching Adrian Miller's channel. And I didn't know, like, if I had a pack of Twinkies, I did not know that a serving was one Twinkie. I thought it was for the whole pack. So I'm like sitting there like, oh, this is only whatever, how many calories, and there's only this much fat and this much. I wasn't even looking at that, to be honest with you. But now I know that a bag of chips is not one serving, that it's usually like 8 servings. So you have to be mindful of those things and learn some stuff while you're trying to watch your weight, lower your A1C. There's certain things you shouldn't have anyway as a diabetic, sweet-wise and carbohydrate-wise, but you will learn that as you go along. And if I can answer any questions for any of you, I would be more than happy to do that. As long as they're general questions, I can tell you from my experience only. I can't tell you what you're going to be doing, anything. Excuse me. Okay, so I can only tell you about my experience only. I can't tell you this is normal for you. If you have any specific questions, please ask your doctor. They will know the right way to explain it to you, to deal with it. I have been stuck right now at a plateau of 194 pounds is what I was when I went into the hospital last week. And I started off at 254, so that was a 60-pound weight loss right there. And I've been telling you guys for weeks, like 4 weeks, maybe even a month. I know 4 weeks is a month, but maybe about a month, that I was very constipated. And lo and behold, I was very constipated and had a bowel obstruction. You would think from going so much and not eating that I would have dropped like 5-10 pounds easily. No, that does not work for me. The only time in my life I've been able to drop weight is right now with this, and when I was pregnant, because my metabolism was just on a racetrack when I was pregnant, but that was 30 something years ago, and we're not going to have a baby to try and get skinny because that doesn't work either. So, but anyway, I know I'm being silly today, but that's because I've already done this a few times. But you need to be mindful, very, very mindful of what you're putting in your mouth, what you're snacking on. I prefer cucumbers and tomatoes, and I like to use some balsamic dressing on it just to give it some flavor, and I'll put some pepper on it. I was getting bored of that for a while. I'm not right now. I had salad the other day, and now I'm starting to where I can actually use the restroom without taking an enema or a suppository or a laxative, because when I was in the hospital, that's what we had to do, and it was really, really, really not fun. So anyway, the side effects you can get with these things are extreme poop, extreme constipation. You can get pancreatitis, you can get gastroparesis. Excuse me, neither one of those things are fun to deal with, so be careful of that. You can also have worsening of your mental health. I don't want to scare you with that. I have anxiety, depression, bipolar 1, and I did not experience anything like that. If anything, my mental health has been clearer because my focus is now not always on food, what to eat, what to avoid, I'm not consumed with it. And those drugs will calm down that chatter in your head, because if you're fuller longer, you're not going to be concentrating on what's my next meal, how many points do I have, it's nothing like that. And you make better choices. If you can make better choices, you can still go to McDonald's if that's what you're into and get a cheeseburger, but don't get 3 cheeseburgers. Don't eat the fries with the cheeseburgers. There are ways around it. Have a salad if you go to a restaurant, if that's what you're into. But you have to be mindful of what you put in your body. And Adrienne, thank you so much, because I have learned so much from you. And I know I bombard you with questions about it because I didn't know. I had nobody teaching me all of my life that about serving sizes and portions. I thought if something was fat-free, that I could have as many as I wanted because there's no fat in it. That's not the truth. That is so far from the truth. So this month, my side effects were not bad. And like I said, I can't speak to my side effects this week because of just getting out of the hospital. But I feel like I'm back to regular and my system is better. And I'm going the way I should be, which is daily now, so that works for me. And I went from 194 when I was in the hospital to 190.5. So my scale was going crazy this morning, and it went between 190 and 191, so I'm going to say it was 190 and a half. So I've lost 63 and a half pounds so far. And yes, it's taken me 39 weeks to do that, but I'd rather do it slow and steady and not have that drawn look where you look sickly for a while. And it just, for me, I sing Ozempic's praises all the time, and I'm more than happy to share my experiences with you. So even though it's not a great weight loss, it's still a loss. And I'm going to say 2-pound loss this week. And I'm just so incredibly excited. I got new clothes in. I'm going to be doing a Temu plus size try on. I didn't go down a size yet, but I'm going to be doing my measurements at my 40 week, which is next week, and we're going to see what happens. So with that being said, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind doing something for me and liking, commenting, subscribing, leaving an emoji, whatever it is, do all the things, I would greatly appreciate it. And be happy, be healthy, be blessed, and most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you, and that makes me so incredibly happy. You guys rock. Love you.